The first hurricane to hit North Carolina in quite some time is packing quite a punch as Irene makes her way up at the Carolina coast. As the snow started to fall across North Carolina Saturday, people hit the stores to stock up on items and also change their plans. Dizziness and fatigue can bring on heat exhaustion if their body temperature rises to 101 degrees. Well, with the game underway, all is quiet here on Franklin Street, at least outside that is. Texting while driving is a problem, and in North Carolina, it's illegal to do so. And since the law went into effect in 2009, there are 363 crosses in this yard, each one with its own story. Police say they've established a link between the three suspects and some recent property crimes in the area. And while residents here are relieved an arrest has been made, well, they have overflow seating, which is available at First Baptist Church. That is a church just across the street. Well, it seems like deja vu all over again out here in Cary. Last year, the Railhawks Atlantic Beach will be one of the first areas to get hit by the storm when it arrives on Saturday.
It was in the middle of the night, about 2:30 in the morning.
It was work as usual in Iraq for Robert Person.
We was going up towards the Syrian border.
Until his convoy vehicle flipped over on him.
It was like hopelessness.
Robert lost his leg, but the 2 years of physical therapy at Walter Reed was only the beginning.
I couldn't understand why that happened to me.
He was one of countless Iraq veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Post-traumatic stress disorder has been around since there's been military experiences.
There are three symptoms of PTSD: reliving the event with flashbacks or nightmares, avoidance, feeling emotionally numb or detached, and arousal, startling easily or feeling irritable. These symptoms are all too familiar for Robert.
I had a flashback. I was driving down the road, and the sun was going down, but it was cloudy outside. And the first thing I thought of when I seen that was the oil fields burning over in Iraq.
The VA helped Robert repair the mental and emotional scars from the accident, as well as the physical.
Part of this treatment also involves having the patient start doing things that they've been avoiding because they're going to trigger reminders of the traumatic events.
Once my treatment began, everything was kind of like going on a path.
While Robert continues his path down the road to recovery, he now works for the VA.
My message is, if you need help, there is help out there.
We tell people that PTSD is not a life sentence and there's hope for recovery.
Through faith, family, and focus, he is one step closer every day to happily living his new normal.
I thank God, that the people that were there were able to help me.
Andy Madison, News 14, Carolina. 10-year-old Ava Shores learned what the phrase "the wobble" meant Thursday night.
I didn't really know what to do at first, but then they showed me how to do it.
And once she hit the dance floor, she couldn't stop.
I thought it sounded like fun, and I feel a lot older than I am because I'm at a prom.
With the help of members of the UNC Dance Marathon organization and hospital staff, the play atrium was transformed into a dance floor for kids at the Children's Hospital.
It's definitely one of those memories from high school that you hold on to, and it's a lot of fun. Everyone talks about their high school prom, so it's great to be able to give these kids that experience when maybe they wouldn't otherwise be able to.
There was a DJ, plenty of pictures, and of course all of those in attendance dressed the part.
We do have some fun makeup and boas and things for them to wear.
I dressed up over there. I had a crown, but it fell off.
Shores has been in the hospital for about a week receiving treatment for Crohn's disease. She may be too young to go to prom, but Thursday night the prom came to her instead.
A lot of people get sad when they're here, but I think it'll make a lot of people happy and just let them have fun.
Judging by the smile on her face, that was certainly the case. In Chapel Hill, Andy Madison, News 14, Carolina. For an indication of the legacies these North Carolina men left behind, all you need to do is listen or look at any of the campuses across the UNC system.
Without him, I think it's questionable whether we would have the UNC system that we have today. He also helped to stand up for keeping that system open and available to as many people in the state of North Carolina who could take advantage of that education as possible.
Bill Friday, Andy Griffith, Earl Scruggs, and Doc Watson all passed away in 2012. Before the show that bared his name became a television phenomenon, it was football and the Lost Colony that began Andy Griffith's acting career.
Sounds like another recipe out of the news.
As the success of The Andy Griffith Show and Matlock made him a star, he held tight to his North Carolina roots.
He didn't forget us. He came back and he lived in Manteo for many years on Roanoke Island. So just as he never forgot us, we have not ever forgotten Andy Griffith, and we've claimed him as ours.
TV made Andy Griffith a star. The banjo made Earl Scruggs an icon.
Bluegrass banjo and jazz banjo definitely start with Earl Scruggs. He's the one who split the atom for us.
Born near Boiling Springs, his unique three-finger playing technique changed the way people play the banjo. As bluegrass took off in North Carolina, it wasn't long before other artists emerged like Doc Watson. For years, he entertained North Carolinians every April at the weekend music festival, Merle Fest.
It was electric when he got on that stage. In his quiet, unassuming way, he was in command.
And what's unique about the legacies of these four men is their connection to each other. Scruggs and Watson shared the stage together, and through attending UNC, Andy Griffith got to know Bill Friday. Their legacies are also intertwined in the archives in Chapel Hill and throughout the state.
We in North Carolina like to claim that for our special place, that we are the goodliest land under the cope of heaven. And we are the goodliest land because of our Bill Fridays and our Andy Griffiths. And we're better off that they've been around, that they were here with us.
They may be gone, but the sights and sounds of their legacies will live on. Andy Madison, News 14, Carolina.